In this video, I know I am talking to my people. An introvert's guide to networking. Hmm. I have mentioned before that I am actually an introvert. I know perfectly well how exhausting networking can be. Extroverts usually love work in the room, work in the crowd. They're all over the place. They're all over the vendor event. They're all over the Chamber of Commerce meeting. They're all over the convention center. They're all over everywhere. Introverts are like, oh, not a good fit for me. So, because of my friends and moi, who tend to be on the introvert spectrum, I actually wrote a book, Networking on Steroids, PQ, and my book's recorded on my YouTube channel, so it's not a sales pitch. A guide to networking in a world post-quarantine. Look at what COVID did to everyone. The pandemic locked us all down. Our networking events that were in person traditionally were now either hybrid, in person and Zoom, or Zoom only. So how to navigate the world of networking if you're an introvert. Networking on Steroids, PQ, which again stands for post quarantine, is on my YouTube channel. So totally free. But let's think in terms of you want to be effective and you want to be on Zoom because you're more comfortable in your home office. We've seen some of those pictures and commercials about people are only dressed like from the neck up. That's your choice, I guess. But I always think in terms of a client wants to meet with you, or all of a sudden you get invited to a luncheon at a something chamber. I want to always be ready and prepared for things like that, but that's again your choice. So I think in terms of an introvert's guide to networking might have not much to do with the event and everything to do with the introvert being prepared for said event. The first don't that I'd like to share is don't be a swooper. One whole chapter in this book is swoopers beware. What is a swooper? Now let's think in terms of, let's do in person. You went to a chamber event, maybe kicking and screaming, you were dragged there. You didn't want to participate, perhaps, and someone dragged you to it. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. You'll get 10 sales while you're there. And the introvert goes, all right, whatever. And they decide that the best way for them to get business, make sales, is to pass out their business card to everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Or they put the business card on every place setting at the tables. Swooper. Swoop in, barf your business, and hit the road. Not a good fit for me, and probably not a good fit for anyone else you know, because they are not going to be happy that you swooped in to their event. Okay? So swoopers beware. On a Zoom call, you swoop in 5 or 10 minutes late. Hi, here's my stuff, and my link is in the chat. Thank you. Bye now. And it's in the chat, so people who save the chat are going to get your information. Do you think they're going to call you? Do you think they're instantly going to want your something? My friends, swoopers beware. How to navigate in a total introvert world can be done, but don't do it by swooping. We've talked about the be consistent part. Show up. If you're going to be networking and you are an introvert, you know the drill. Try to get at that registration table. Try to be the person in charge of collecting business cards in a basket. Try to be the person who puts all of the door prizes together for people. Is that a door prize? Oh, thank you. No, no, no. It's okay. I'll take it. And you literally line up all the door prizes for the event at a special gift table. Please put your business card in the basket. We're going to draw later to have someone be spotlighted for their 5-second elevator pitch, 5-minute elevator pitch, 20-minute elevator spotlight, whatever you want that to be. I'm collecting business cards. Do you have one? You have an opportunity as an introvert to have a prop, and that might be a great fit for you. An Introvert's Guide to Networking is the best thing I can figure out as far as navigating the waters if extrovert is not your thing. You don't want to go to public meetings, but you kind of have to sometimes. And if you're prepared, it's not quite so frightening. And the Zoom etiquette piece can be an entire workshop, quite frankly. Again, if you're on a Zoom call and there's 40 people on the call, Zoom screens, I believe, will now take 49. Back in the day, they took 25, depending upon your computer navigation. But now you've got 49 people on the screen. You might have several pages of 49, depending upon how large your group is. Put your information in the chat. I don't want to do that. Somebody will call me. Um, yeah, somebody will probably call you, but then you can actually control when or how to meet with that person. Okay. The rest of that story is it's not a good fit for you if you're going to instantly keep putting your information in the chat to get them out there and then you never follow up. So please remember, be prepared, know your follow-up schedule, and put your information in the chat and not a whole book. Just literally put in perhaps a digital business card link. That would be effective. If you have a link to your LinkedIn account, that's okay. A LinkedIn message that you could put in there would be lovely. As far as I'd love to meet with you, click here on LinkedIn. My contact info is included. But if you write a whole long thing on your chat, that's about like handing somebody a brochure. Hi, my name is Kathy. Take this and read it, please, and call me and buy my something. That's probably not going to fit. So, an introvert's guide to networking literally is an opportunity for people to figure out how to network in a world post quarantine, yes, but most people are now a little less freaked out by the handshake. There was a time post COVID, as far as the pandemic, that people didn't even touch business cards. And that's why people got super savvy with digital business cards, QR codes, or I call it a digital business card on your phone. You take a picture of your business card and you have it on your phone ready to go. And someone says, "Do you have a business card?" And they go, I don't do that. And you say, "Well, guess what? I've got one. What's your cell number?" And you text it to them right there. Click. Did you get it? And they go, "Yeah." And so now they've got your business card on their phone, and they're probably more inclined to, quote, save it into their photo file. And now you've got an opportunity literally to connect with someone, and you didn't have to hand them a business card, touch, 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 and all the germ stuff. So think about what's a good fit for you. There's a gazillion techniques you can do. Literally, an introvert's guide to networking. There are specific opportunities for you to navigate Zoom. Again, look at the camera, know how to save the chat, email it to yourself so all the links in the chat are hyperlinked, which is awesome. And then you follow up. I met you the other day on a Zoom call. I'd love to have a one-on-one. Here's my Calendly link. Do you have a scheduler? If you've got an automatic scheduler, click here, and then you can find a slot that will fit for both of you. Again, there are so many opportunities for those of us who are introvert to be able to navigate these waters of networking. Please think about creative ways that you can come up with to make these Zoom calls count. People say to me all the time, "Honey, all that networking stuff you talk about, you can't build a relationship on a screen." Well, I'm here to tell you in my years of experience of networking, but more importantly, my years of experience post-quarantine networking, primarily on Zoom now, I have built many dynamic, amazing, I wouldn't give up for anything relationships on a screen. So depending upon your area of expertise, your preparation, your navigation of networking, I love to be able to offer you an introvert's guide to networking because I'm totally here to tell you it really does work. And believe it or not, it really can work if you have a few tips ready to go.